Hey everyone, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So today I'm going to use the 6x6 Slide and Reveal die set with my latest Halloween paper collection. You've got your paper pad here with your puppet, which are really fun. I've got separate tutorials on how to use those. You've got washi, strips, sentiment stickers and your ephemera. You can use either of the die sets with these to create similar to what I'm doing, but the 6x6 does fit the haunted house here really nicely, so that's the one that I'm going to use. Also, if you're new to my channel and you're just seeing these dies, you don't even have to use them with Halloween. I have lots and lots of tutorials already on the channel, and I will link the playlist up here so you can see all of the other themes that I've used that die set with. So in the set, you'll get your frame die. This one here, you want to cut it twice and stick them together. This is nice and strong now. I've used my construction glue in between, and it's actually been a couple of days since I cut all this, so it's nice and durable now. You get your main square die there. You just want to cut them in whatever pattern paper you're using or colours that you want. I think I'm going to have the black on the back inside and then the orange on the outside, so you can write your message, but we might change that. You then get your main mechanism die, this one here that has all the slots, and you want to have two of them. One of them then you'll want to flip over because you need the little tab here, you need them both facing inside the card. And you also want to make sure that you've got all of these the same as the other one. So if you're deciding that you want two elements to pop out from the top, then you also want to make sure that one is in the same orientation. But I'm going to have mine like this. You'll then get this slimline rectangle die. You want to cut two in cardstock for your track to be attached to, and then two more in your pattern paper if that's what you want to do, and you're going to stick them onto the front here. So again, what will happen is these will fold over and this will become the front of the card like this, and then when you pull these out, that's how the card will then be displayed. So just to give you a visual there, if it's a directional paper that you're using, you just want to make sure that you've got it all the right way. So again, I'm just going to use my construction glue here, and then I'm just going to lay that down. Now, I did cut this so that when they joined back up again, the image would complete. So I'm just going to pull that paper more over to the left side here, so it's right on the edge there, but you can see when they do come together. So again, if you've got like a nice scene that you want to use, try and cut the pieces together. Okay, and then with this one here, with these two, you've got this die here that cuts these thin strips. You want to cut 4 of them, and they are going to wrap around here. I've come down about 1 inch, as long as they're roughly the same. The main thing is making sure that they're straight. You just want to stick it down. Just stick that one down, and then again just add a little glue at that end. Stick that one down. Now what you want to do when you stick them is make sure that you've got a nice gap underneath. Let's bring this one up here. Can you see that there's a nice like spring? You'll get the die to cut this shape here. You want to cut those twice because these are going to slide underneath like so, and then it needs to be able to move really nicely back and forth like this. This here is all optional. It just means that the sliding doors may possibly pop out of the frame, and then the person would just have to keep sliding them back in. This just stops that happening. So you'll see on that one, I've got that nice little spring there. I'm just going to repeat that on the other one. Again, just bring it up about 1 inch and just kind of stretch that cardstock like so. Next, you want to stick these pieces behind where you've popped your pattern paper. So I'm going to stick that one down in there, and this one down in there. You then want to take one of your squares. So I need to decide now. Basically, these are going to stick to each side. So let's just pretend that one is there and that one is there. Now, because these have all got a white frame, I thought the black does help them pop a little bit more. You imagine that's going to be up like this. I think the house is going to be right in the middle, I reckon. And then I can build up everything else. Like the witch is going to be on some of the acetate, she'll be floating and then probably the moon as well. I think that would look quite good on the acetate. So I think I'm going to keep the black on the back, and then the orange can go on the very back later. Or I might cut a smaller piece of white card instead. We'll see. So again, just make sure you've got them laid out like I have. So your middle and then your two sides with the slots all next to this piece. I'm going to take my quick grab glue, just run it all down there. Flip it over, and you want to run this so that it's flush with the very edge. And then I just like to fold that right back, give it a good burnish so it's nice and secure, like so. And then again, just place that one down. So those now, you can see, all fold down nicely, and the frame, once that's on there as well, you can see how that all looks. Next, I'm going to take one of the finger pulls. So you want to make sure that you've got one facing out to the left, that's going to go on the left side, and then one that faces out to the right for the right side. You want to slide this one under, and then make sure you've got it equally folded around the top. There is little score lines there, but I just kind of, I didn't show you that actually. I always just kind of wrap them around rather than burnish them or fold them, and then just add a little glue like so, and then make sure it's pushed right up into the corner, and then line your frame up. So hold that there for a second. Make sure no glue, you only want a little amount, you don't want, because otherwise the glue could ooze out the side and go onto this piece here. So just as it is drying, just give it a slide. There we go, you can see that slides through. Just want to make sure there's no glue stuck there. I'm just going to fold that one all over for a minute, and then take this one here. Again, you want to make sure the finger pull is facing the edge there. Bring it round. Again, fold over the top and the bottom, keeping it pushed right out to the edge of the card there, all the corners. And now just carefully bring that one round, and then that will just fall into place. Again, just as that's just starting to dry, it's a little bit sticky. There we go. Just double check. If you feel that there is anything a little bit sticky, grab your anti-static buddy and just go over the edges with that. And you can just brush over the edges. And also, my top tip with any kinetic cards that you have, if you've got a little piece of wax, one of these little tea lights is fine, or any wax from the bottom of your candles that have all burnt out, just brush the wax over the edges, and then with a little bit of paper towel, just buff that off, and it will make it really, really smooth. So it will just glide much easier. Once you're happy that's all secure, when you pull it out, you can see there you've got your platform now to start adding all your decoration. It probably won't stand up this way, so it's not supposed to. What I do sometimes do is stack some ink pads on top of each other, and then it's easy then to decorate. You'll probably see me do that when I go to add everything else. But yeah, it's a really, really fun style. But now these, when you push them in, if you haven't got all that detail on there, they sometimes will just pop out. This just keeps everything locked in. Now also what you can do on the edges here, if you want to add a bigger pull tab, you just cut yourself a couple of circles, might be square shapes, and you can stick them on the ends here. And I might heat emboss with the arrow stamp from my action stamp set, or the word pull. I think I'm going to use the arrows. So if you imagine, they're just kind of lined up like that. So in this set here, so you can see the arrows, you've got the smaller one, or you've got the word pull there. You've got it there as well in a different font. So yeah, you might see me do that in a moment. Now I'm going to, you'll have this die here. You want to cut this, well, you can cut as many as 4 if you want to have 4 things that slide out. You can see your 4 slots there. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do 2, or maybe I'm going to cut 3 actually, and then I've got enough then. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and I've stuck down most of the decoration. I've just got the acetate tabs to add and then the kind of floating elements. So I heat embossed the circles there with the white embossing powder and the arrows. And then I've just started to stick all of these up on the frame. I've also used the washi strip there, Trick or Treat, just a little bit of it pokes out the bottom there, which I thought was quite nice. The sticker sentiment I've just stuck there on some black and orange card, have a spooky day. And then I've also stuck the web and the fence there behind the frame. So you'll see they're just tucked under there with a little bit of glue. Whenever you stick anything under the frame, just make sure that this can still slide really easily. And then inside you'll see I've added the moon with the bat and the haunted house there. It's really nice. I've loved putting all this one together. And like I said, just make sure each time that it all folds down, you know, easily. So with your strips here, it's up to you how many you have, but you'll have these little tabs at the end. You just want to fold one end, fold them under like so. And then I'm going to slide this one through in the middle. And then the other pieces at the end will hold that in place so it doesn't pop out. And when it comes out this end, you just want to open up the ends like so. So now we've got that panel through the middle, and that's the one that I think I'm going to have the witch on like so. She's flying past the house, and then I thought about having the ghost maybe up here. So I might only use 2 of the strips. Let's just have a look. So you're just sliding it through the same way. Okay, so I've got my top one there now. Now the key to attaching these is use the smallest amount of adhesive to stick it onto the acetate. It's hard for me to keep it open and this way to show you, but I'm going to attach it just when it coming more into the scene like so. And then I'm going to have the witch probably just a little bit over to the right. So you literally need the tiniest amount of tape. So just a little bit there. Like so. And then go to close it all and make sure, yeah, like so. And there you've got your spooky ghost. So now I'm going to do the same with the witch, but I'm just going to put a little bit of tape just behind her hat there. Like I said, if you want to keep it up like this, then just add something behind here to support it, and then it will easily stay in place. But it's only because I'm filming. When I'm decorating it, I'll keep it this way up, and it's much easier then for you to see, you know, where you want to add everything. As you can see now, she flies nicely through the middle there. You could add some more bats onto there. Like I said, you can have all 4 slots in there, but you've got to be careful how much you add onto it, because it needs to be able to all slide down and fit within that space there. So I hope you've enjoyed this Halloween slide and reveal card from me today using the new paper collection. I adore this card. I think it's so much fun, and it was quick to put together as well once you've cut all your pieces, because everything's already coloured and cut for you there. It was yeah, it's really good fun. Enjoyed this one. So thank you as always for watching today. I will have all of the products that I've used linked in the description box below this video. I will also have some more slide and reveal tutorials coming up now. You might want to go and watch those. If you're not into Halloween, then check out those other ones and they will give you some more ideas. Make sure you like this video if you've enjoyed today, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll be back again very soon with more tutorials. Take care. Bye.